Welcome back to Computer Science class. Today we are going to continue with the chapter Classes and Objects. Today I'll be discussing on programs based on member function outside the class. So before going to member function outside the class programs, just we will see what are the things which you studied last class. Mainly 4 points we have discussed in the last session. In that, first point is, if the function size is larger and contains codes for complex calculations, it is better to define the member function outside the class. Second point is, a scope resolution operator is used between the class name and the function name in the function definition. Next point is, what is the significance of scope resolution operator? So the significance of scope resolution operator is to define a member function outside the class. Then next one is the syntax for defining member function outside the class. The syntax starts with return type, class name, followed by scope resolution operator, followed by member function. In bracket you can give arguments, argument 1, argument 2, etc. Next, open the flower bracket. Inside the bracket we will be giving the function body, and last you need to close the flower bracket. So today we are going to start with programs based on member function outside the class. Okay, we will start with our first program. First one is program to create a class student and input name, 2 subject marks and calculate total marks and display it. Did you understand the program? So what all things are there in this program? You need to create a class. Okay, so what is the name of the class you are going to give? Class name is student. Next, you need to input name. Okay, so name of a student. Then 2 subjects marks you need to input. And next you need to do the calculation. What is the calculation? You need to calculate the total marks. And last you need to display it. Okay, so we will see what all things are there in this. So first one is class name. So here I am giving the class name as student. Okay, so class name is student. Next, start with the member functions. So 3 member functions I am going to give in this program. The first member function name is input function. Next one is calculate function, and the next one is output function. So 3 member functions are there: input, calculate and output function. First we will see what all things are there in the input function. So with this input function we need to give the name of the student, followed by marks. So 2 subjects marks I am going to give here. So I am going to give the marks as M1 and M2. Next, calculate. So we need to calculate the total marks. So total is equal to M1 plus M2. Next one is output. So what are things we need to give for output? We need to output the name of the student and the total marks. Okay. So now let us start with our program. So when we are starting with our program, first thing what we have to give is the header file. So here the first header file is #include iostream.h. Okay, #include iostream.h. Second one is #include conio.h. These two are the header files. So IO stream means input output stream. Conio.h. So conio means console input output. Next, start with the class definition. So class definition will start with the keyword as class. Okay, so keyword is class followed by the class name. What is the class name here? Student. So start with keyword class followed by class name. So here class name is student. Then start with the opening flower bracket. Then start with the access specifier. So here the first access specifier is private. Okay, so private access specifier. Now I need to give the member data. So first one is char name of 10. So I need to input the name of the student. So the name of the student, the data type is char, that means character data type. So char name of 10. Okay, so name of 10, it is an array. Name I have given as array. So next one is I need to input the marks. So I am inputting the marks here, M1, M2. Okay, also I need to find the total. So I will be storing the total in a variable as total. So M1, M2 and total, all these three variables, the data type is int. Int means integer. Okay, so these are the member data. Okay, so char name of 10, int M1, M2 and total. These are the member data. Now let us move to the next access specifier. So the next access specifier is public. Okay, so with this public access specifier we will be giving the member functions. So here I am going to give three member functions. First one input function, second one calculate function and third one output function. Okay, so OIT input, OIT calculate and OIT output. OIT is the return type specifier which does not return any value. So OIT input function, OIT calculate function and OIT output function. So these three are the member functions. So member data is over, member function also over. Next one is we need to close this opening flower bracket. So this opening flower bracket I am closing here followed by semicolon. Okay, so with this the class definition is over. Okay, so this much is the class definition. Now we will start with accessing the member function outside the class. So first function we are going to access is input function. So how we will access it? First we need to give the return type. So here the return type is OIT followed by the class name. What is the class name here? Class name is student. The same name I should give here. Followed by scope resolution operator. Followed by the first function. What is the first function here? Input. That I need to give here. So OIT student scope resolution operator followed by the first function as input. Then we will move for the next one. Next we need to open the flower bracket. So what are the inputs required in this program? We need to input name of the student, then two subject marks. Okay, so for inputting the name of the student we will be giving cin statement. So before to that we will give one output statement. Okay, so cout enter your name. Okay, so cout enter your name. I am giving here int l. Enter means cursor will come to the next line followed by the input. Okay, so cin name. So name is inputted now. Next cout enter marks. You can give enter marks or you can give enter 2 subjects marks. Okay. Next, C in M1, M2. So 2 subject marks is now inputted. Okay. So with this, input function is over. So OIT student scope resolution operator input function. Within this, open the flower bracket, Cout, enter your name. Next, Cin name. Next word, Cout, enter marks. Next, Cin M1, M2. Okay. So with this, our input function is over. Now, see what is the next function here? Calculate. Okay. So we will go for the second function here. So second function is calculate function. OIT student scope resolution operator calculate function. Okay. So within this function, we need to give the calculation. So what is the calculation required here? We need to calculate total marks. Okay. So what is the variable I gave for total marks? Total. Total is a variable which is of data type integer. Okay. So the same variable I need to use here. So total is equal to M1 plus M2. So your calculation step is over. So this flower bracket you need to close here. So input, next step is calculate. Now we will go for the next one. So input over, calculate over. What is the next function here? Output function. So we will move to the next one, output function. So OIT student scope resolution operator followed by the function output. Okay. Then open the flower bracket. Then inside the output, I'll be outputting the name of the student along with that total marks of the student. So for that, first step is Cout. Name is equal to. Okay. So this name is equal to I gave within double quotes. Okay. So as it is, it will come on the output screen. Followed by the variable. What is the variable for storing name? Name. Then int L. Int L means cursor will come to the next line or to the new line. Next, Cout total marks. Okay, this total marks I gave within double quotes. Okay, then what is the variable which is stored the total marks? Total. See, this one is a variable total. Okay, then last close the flower bracket. So two outputs are here. First one is the name of the student followed by the total marks of the student. Okay. So three functions are over now. Input function, next calculate function, and the next one is output function. Okay. So three functions we completed. Okay. So that means defining member function outside the class is over. Now we'll move for the next one. Next is the main function. Okay. So main function we are moving. OIT main. So return type specifier followed by the function name as main. Then open the flower bracket. Inside the main, first we need to declare the object. Okay. So how we will declare the object? So student is the class name followed by object name. Okay. So class name followed by object name, semicolon. So student, yes, semicolon. So declaration of the object is over. Now let us move to the next one. After declaration of the object, which is the object here, yes is the object. So after declaration of the object, the next step is we need to access the functions. Okay, accessing functions should be in right order. So what is the first function we need to access? Input function. Okay, first we need to access input function followed by calculate function followed by the output function. Okay, that should be the order. So how to access it, you see? Object name is S dot. Okay, so this is the operator for accessing member functions. So S dot input function. S dot input function. Similarly, we will be giving the next function. S dot calculate function. So that is the second function, and next one is S dot output function. So accessing of input, calculate and output function. Okay, so these three steps are for accessing of member functions. Okay, the next one I am giving here get ch, that means get character, and last this opening flower bracket I need to close here. Okay, so this is how you will do the program for student database. Okay, just see once more. First give the two header files, conio.h, iostream.h. These two header files you can give in any order. If you want, you give conio first, then iostream. Okay, so first start with the header files, then next one is this much with the class definition. Okay, so class student, open the flower bracket, private, then declaring the member data, char name of 10, int m1 comma m2 comma total. Next one is the next access specifier as public. So here inside this public access specifier, member functions we need to give. So oit input function, oit calculate function, and oit output function. Last close the flower bracket followed by semicolon. So class definition is over. Next one we are going to start with member function outside the class. So oit student scope resolution operator input function. Then open the flower bracket followed by the output statement. Cout enter your name. Cin name. Next one is cout enter marks. Cin m1 m2. This bracket you will be closing here. Go for the next function. Oit student scope resolution operator calculate function. Open the flower bracket. Next do the calculation step. Total is equal to m1 plus m2. This opening bracket will be closing here. Next one is oit student scope resolution operator output function. Open the flower bracket. So give all the output statements. So what are the output statements in this program? So we need to output the name of the student followed by the total mark. So cout name you will be outputting here. Next one is cout total marks. It is stored in the variable total. Then close this flower bracket. Next we will be moving to the main function. So oit main. Open the flower bracket. So inside the main, first we will be declaring the object. So how you will declare the object? Class name followed by object name. So object name here is S. Class name is student. Student S. Next one is accessing this. Okay. So S dot input function, S dot calculate function, and S dot output function. Next go for get ch. Okay, getting the character, and this opening bracket you need to close here. Okay, now we'll see how the output screen of the above program will be. First it will ask enter your name. Okay, so you can input or enter any name. For example, I gave as Pallavi. Okay, next it will ask enter two subjects marks. Okay, so you can input any two marks here. So here I am going to give the first subject marks M1 as 80 and M2 as 93. Okay, so this much is the input. Now we'll be getting the output like this. See the output now. Name is equal to Pallavi, total marks equal to 173. That means 80 plus 93. That will be your total marks. Okay. So this is the output screen of the above program. Now we'll move for the next one. Okay. So next is also a program. So program to calculate area of a rectangle. Okay. The program is to calculate the area of a rectangle. So we'll see what all things are there in that program. Okay. So here class name is rectangle. I am going to give the class name as rectangle. Okay. Then three functions are here. Okay. So which are the three functions? Input, calculate, output. Okay. You can give with input function the length and breadth of the rectangle. With the input function, length and breadth. So length I am using the variable L and breadth I am giving the variable as B. Next one is calculate function. Okay. So what's the equation for calculating the area of a rectangle? L into B. Okay. So area is equal to L into B. Okay. That is the calculation step. Okay. Next one is output. What we need to output here? Area. Okay. So area will be our output. See, input function, it consists of length, breadth. Then calculate function, we need to calculate area is equal to L into B. Next one is output area. Okay. Can we start with our program? Okay. So we'll see how to do this program. Okay. What is the question? Finding the area of a rectangle. What's the equation for calculating area of a rectangle? Area is equal to L into B. Then we'll see how to do this program. So first start with the header files. Hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h. So two header files. Okay. Then start with the class definition. So class is the keyword followed by the class name. What is the class name here? Rectangle. So class rectangle. Then open the flower bracket. Inside the flower bracket, start with the access specifiers. First one is private access specifier. Then inside this access specifier, we need to give the member data. See now, first one, which are the member data here? L, B, area. L means length of the rectangle, B means breadth of the rectangle, and area. It is used for storing the area of the rectangle. So three variables I have declared here. What is the data type of these variables? Float is the data type. If you want, you can give this data type as int also. Okay. So int or float or double also you can give. So next one is the next access specifier. The next access specifier here is public. Then inside this access specifier, we need to give the member functions. Okay. So which are the member functions we need to give here? Input, calculate and output. So three member functions are there: input function, calculate function and output function. See how it is given: oid input function, oid calculate function and oid output function. If you want, you can change these function names. Okay. Instead of input, you can give as put data. Instead of calculate, you can give as process. Instead of output, you can give as display or result. Okay. So you can give any name to this member function. Okay. Next, you need to close this opening flower bracket followed by a semicolon. Okay. So with this, class definition is over. Next, we will see how to do member function outside the class. See now, oid rectangle. Rectangle is the class name. Okay, so oid followed by the class name rectangle followed by scope resolution operator followed by the first function, which is the first function here, input. Okay, input function. Okay, so now we will see what all things are required in this input function. What all things we need in this input function? We need to enter the length and breadth of the rectangle. Okay, so we will see how we are entering that. So first give a cout statement. Okay, cout, enter L comma B, or you can enter the value of length and breadth. Okay, followed by enter. It is for making the cursor to come in the next line. Then input statement, Cin LB. Okay, so cout, enter LB, and next one is Cin LB. With this our input function is over. Okay, so we input length of the rectangle and breadth of the rectangle. Next, this opening flower bracket you need to close here. Okay, so with this function is over. Next, what is the second function here? Calculate function. Okay, we'll see how to do this calculate function. Oid followed by the class name. See, what is the class name here? Rectangle followed by scope resolution operator followed by the function. What is the function name? Calculate. Okay, then start with the flower bracket. Then we need to do the calculation here. What is the calculation here? We need to calculate area of a rectangle. Okay, what is the variable I gave for storing area of a rectangle? Variable is area. So same variable I should use here. Okay, so area is equal to L into B. You see this? L into B. Area equal to L into B. So that is the calculation step. Then this flower bracket you need to close here. Okay, now input over, calculate is also over. Can we move to the next one? What is the next function here? Output function. See now, oid a rectangle, scope resolution operator followed by output function. Okay, then open the flower bracket. Then output statement, cout area equal to. This area equal to I am giving in double quotes. You can give area equal to, or you can give area of the rectangle is equal to. Okay, so area is equal to area. What is the variable for area? Area only. Okay, so area. Then this opening flower bracket I'll be closing here. Okay, so input, calculate and output. Three functions are over. Now, what is the next one? We need to move to the main function. Okay, oid main. Oid main. Next, open the flower bracket. Inside the main, first one is declaration of the object. So, what is the class name here? Rectangle is the class name. Class name followed by object name. Okay, class name followed by object name. Class name is rectangle. Same I will be giving here. So rectangle R. Okay, R is the name of the object. Next one is accessing. Okay, which are the functions I need to access? Input function, calculate function and output function. These three functions or member functions I need to access it. So how we will access it? Object name. R is the object. So object name dot the function name. R dot first function is input function. Next one is object name is R. R dot calculate function. Next one is R dot output function. Okay, so these three steps are for accessing the functions. Okay, then next one is get ch and last you can close this opening bracket. Okay, so this is the program for calculating the area of a rectangle. Did you understand this program? Calculating the area of a rectangle. Okay, so first give the class definition. Next start with the functions, member functions. Okay, so we are defining this member function outside the class. So input function, calculate function and output function. Okay, so after completing these three member functions, we will be moving to the next one as main function. Inside the main, first one is declaration of the object and followed by the accessing of the member functions. Okay, so for calculating area of a rectangle. So now we will see how the output screen of this program. So first it will ask enter L comma B. Enter L comma B. So I am giving here the value of L as 10 and value of B as 5. Okay, L 10, B 5. Okay, so with this our input is over. So next we will be getting what? Output. What will be the output of this program? Can you guess it? So the output of this program is, you will be getting the area. So area is equal to, what is the equation you see? L into B, that is 10 into 5. What is the answer? 50. Okay, so this will be our output screen. Okay. So now we completed two programs. Okay, so first one is student details, second one is finding the area of a rectangle. Now I'll give some programs to you. Okay, you can try it. So just copy down these programs. First one is write a program to calculate area of a circle. I'll give a hint here. What is the equation for calculating area of a circle? Area is equal to pi r square. Okay, area of a circle equation is pi r square. Okay, so better to give the value of pi. Okay, what is the value of pi? You can give 22 by 7 or you can give the value as 3.14. So how you will give the calculation step there? Area is equal to 3.14 into r into r. Okay, so that is the equation for calculating area of a circle. Area is equal to 3.14 into r into r. Okay, what's the input you need for this program? You need to input r, that means radius. Okay, so input radius, then go for the calculation step. Area is equal to 3.14 into r into r. Okay, then what is the output? Output is area. Okay, so try to do this program. Then next question is write a program to calculate circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle equation is 2 pi r. Okay, so circumference equation is 2 pi r. So you can give like this: circumference is equal to 2 into value of pi is 3.14 into r. Okay, so circumference is equal to 2 into 3.14 into r. Okay, so what is the input for this program? R, that means radius. You need to input radius. You need to give the calculation step. Okay, so what's the calculation here? Circumference equal to 2 into 3.14 into r. Then what is the output? Output is circumference. Okay, so try to do the second program also. Then one more question I will give. Write a program to calculate area of a square. Okay, what is the equation for calculating area of a square? Square means all the four sides are equal. Okay, so side square, or you can say L square or A square, any one variable you can give. Okay, So area of a square is equal to, you can give A into A, okay, or you can give us L into L. That depends on the variable which you are declaring. Okay, so area of a square is equal to L into L. What is the input here you need? L you need to give us input. Then calculate area. Area is equal to L into L. Next, output area. Okay, so here I gave 3 programs. You try to solve all these 3 programs. Okay, I think it is clear to you. Thank you.